Good morning, wrestling fandom. I am Christian, back with the Duality of Wrestling podcast. Thanks so much for checking us out. And I had to jump on early this morning because we had some monumental news come from last night's Collision that was live in Detroit, Michigan. And if you watch the show, you know where I'm going with this. Yep, the opener for the show saw the Motor City Machine Guns of Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley come out and announce that they are home in more ways than one, and that means they have signed. Yes, they are officially all elite. That's a huge deal for the tag team division that is already expected to get some new blood in the coming days, pun intended, but I wasn't sure whether or not we would get the Motor City Machine Guns prior to All In or just after. And it seems like now we got them beforehand and we got them in the most appropriate venue possible in Detroit. So, what does this mean for the tag division going forward? Well, as Paul White and Tony Schiavone alluded to on Collision, they are likely waiting in the wings for whoever emerges between Cope and Cage and the Young Bucks at All In for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. They will definitely be in the mix, and I would imagine they're going to have some kind of feud that leads us into All In. I could see it being with the Don Callis family. Might make sense. Maybe the Death Riders, if they're not all completely busy. I could see it being with the Dogs, again, if they're not all completely busy. So there's definitely some foils they could work with. I mean, the Don Callis family to me seems like the natural answer here. What I guess would happen would be Callis would probably make a pitch for the Guns to join his faction. They'll rebuff him, and he'll come back with maybe Jake Doyle and Brian Cage to go at them, and that'll maybe be our all-in match for the Guns. Something like that, some mixture of the Callis boys against the Guns. Again, that's just me speculating, but that seems like the path of least resistance and the booking that would make the most sense. But I think there's a lot of other avenues that are open as well. Either way, we have the Motor City Machine Guns ready and waiting in terms of the next challengers up for the tag team championships. And again, we have so much more still to go through. We do have the Callis boys, who are ready and waiting for us to shot at the tag team titles. We do have Daybreak that is likely going to debut at All In. We do still have FTR that's on leave. We don't know when they'll be back. So there are so many variables coming into this division. And to me, it feels like, again, the renaissance of the tag team division. It's one of the divisions that AEW really built themselves up on when they were first starting. They had the initial tag tournament with like the marquee upset of Private Party defeating the Bucks, which just shows how unselfish the Bucks are, by the way, and having that happen. But I am excited, and you guys should also be excited. If you haven't watched a lot of the Guns, or if you're only familiar with them from their really limited and frankly bad WWE run, which is not their fault, definitely keep an open mind as they come into the promotion. These guys are fantastic competitors. Both Shelley and Sabin, as singles competitors, were staples of the X Division, and even in Sabin's case of the World Championship division in TNA, and then they found fame working together as the Guns. They've been doing this for almost 20 years at this point as a duo, so they're a fantastic addition to the roster. I'm excited that they're officially on board. We've speculated for quite some time about when they would show up. They're here now. They're a part of the tag division. I can't wait to see how Tony Khan and the rest of the booking staff utilize the Guns and make the most of their talents. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Christian with Duality of Wrestling. I will be back early next week with a preview of the absolutely freaking loaded Grand Slam Mexico. Until then, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching Duality of Wrestling, guys.